My name is Jason Mariner, and this is Real Republican News. 2020, the year in review. The good old days, right? No, I don't think anyone's ever going to say that, because first it was COVID, then it was lockdown, then it was restriction, then it was mask on, mask off. What do we do? All the while, these lockdowns, shutdowns, and restrictions are causing people to lose their jobs, not be able to pay their mortgage, rent, put food on the table, families are falling apart, businesses are going under, and the American people are suffering. While we have our great political leaders bickering and arguing about how they're going to help us with our own tax dollars and what they're going to do with this money and how they're going to insert their little pet projects into the COVID-19 relief bill. But before we get to that, we'll talk about COVID-19 and how it created the perfect environment for mail-in balloting, which we know is very easy to tamper with. So that happened. Then we had election day in the morning after. 74 million Americans woke up feeling not only disenfranchised, but in unison scratched their head and said, what the hell is going on? Then we sought answers. A lawsuit was brought forth by President Trump, his team, and 7 other states. Highly credible people that know legal evidence when they see it. The Supreme Court turned them around and said, no, we're not hearing it. Now, that makes me ask the question, what are they trying to hide? If they don't even want to hear the case, what does it contain that's so damning that they don't want the American people to know about it? So then the holidays roll around. We still have COVID. Now we have this, uncertainty about the election. And then the bill comes along. And they say you're going to get $600. What a slap in the face that was, right? Now, to President Trump's credit, he's raised that dollar amount to $2,000. Thank you, President Trump, for once again going to bat for the American people. But I want to say this. If you're in Pakistan and you're trying to figure out which bathroom to use in 2021, you're going to have a great year, because there's $10 million on its way to help you figure that one out. Now, we did this the other day. I'm a guy. Gender study over. Done with. Took half a second, $0, no problem. That money can come back to the United States and be redistributed amongst people that are going out of business and struggling to feed their families. When our tax dollars during a time of national crisis start to get spent in the fashion that they're spending it, like researching how many fish are in the ocean in the Caribbean to the tune of $300 million, we need to start asking why. When we're giving Egypt, a country that will likely find a way to use some, if not all, of the money to buy weaponry that will one day wind up killing innocent people and U.S. citizens, we need to start asking why. When we send $10 million to Pakistan for gender study, we need to ask why. Cambodia gets all sorts of money. So do a lot of other countries. But we're going to get $2,000. It's going to fix nothing in our lives. All we want is to go back to work. I don't think that's too much to ask in a free society. Do you? So what we want is very simple. We want to know who we elected as president. Was there cheating going on? And if so, why? We want those people brought to justice who were involved, if they were involved, if there was cheating. And we want to be able to go back to work. Oh yeah. And we want to be able to believe in God and not be, pushed out of the public school system because God happens to be in the Pledge of Allegiance. We don't want that. We don't want full-term abortion. We don't want to ship jobs overseas. We don't want to make things overseas. And we don't want to pay higher taxes. We want deregulation. And we certainly don't want you, Republican politicians, who insert this type of garbage into this bill, leading us and calling yourself a Republican. If you call yourself a Republican, to me, what you're saying is that you're honest, you're loyal, you're faithful, you have a sense of patriotism, you take care of your family, you work hard, you do the right thing. When you shake someone's hand and make a deal and give your word, that's it. You help your neighbor. And I'm not talking about your neighbor that sponsors state terrorism that lives across the ocean. I'm talking about your neighbor that's too elderly to cut their grass, or the lady across the street who can't lift something or carry all the groceries in. Help your neighbor. That's what being a Republican means. It's to have values and a sense of community. You're going to let them take that from you too? I don't think so. We're not going to let them take this country. We're not going to let them take the name Republican. And we're not going to let them take our freedom and install socialism. So to you, I say this. We need to start writing our congressmen and women. And we need to express to them that we're concerned about the way they're spending our tax dollars. And since they're going to waste them and abuse us and leave us in the dust, maybe we should think twice about paying taxes the next time. Because I'm quite concerned that in times like this, we give money to the rest of the world and take care of us last. It's not the way things should go. We need a change, and we need to change fast. We are here to give you a voice. We are here to give you a platform. We are here to give you the truth. But it's only going to work if you stand up and you start taking action. Every single one of us needs to jump on board, form a united front. If we do, we can't be ignored. We will not lose, and we will be a force to be reckoned with. Like this page, share it, talk to your friends about it. Spread the word. Message us, interact with us. We want to hear from you. We want to know how this year has affected you. We want to know the changes that you want to see take place. We want to hear about the suspicions that you may have. Speak your mind. Tell us what's going on. This is Real Republican News. Emphasis on real. An emphasis on what it means to be Republican. An emphasis on the fact that news is fact that's presented and you get to decide outcome and what you believe in. We don't agendize things and push them on you. My name is Jason Mariner. I'm the host of Real Republican News. And until next time, I say may God bless you, your families, and watch over this great country that we call the United States of America. And remember, it's a republic. Don't let anyone tell you different. Be well, everyone.